Welcome to the second video of the spring semester. This is lesson 6.2, and today's video we're going to be discussing special exponent rules. Today's lesson we are just going to more or less roll through what they are and kind of what they mean, and then on tomorrow's video I'll work a little bit more with what's actually going on and some practice problems, okay? So, our agenda for today, we're going to cover these four different special power rules. Zero power, fractional powers, raising a power to a power, which we talked about yesterday, and negative exponents, which I kind of hinted at yesterday, but we did not discuss what was going on. Alright, we're going to take care of the easiest one first. Anything raised to the zero power, and that means variables, that means numbers, that means the whole bit. Anything raised to a zero power is 1. So if I raise 2 to the zero power, it's 1. If I raise a to the zero power, it's 1. If I raise m to the zero power, it's 1. If I raise 568 to zero power, it's 1. If I raise x, y, z, a, b, c, d, the whole alphabet, whatever, it is 1. Okay? So that's kind of an easy thing that'll get you out of some funky corners, especially if you move on to Algebra 2. Fractional powers. I'm not going to go really deep into the mechanics of what's going on. Just in case you are stuck doing homework sometime with a calculator on your phone, this is how you can do square roots. So the top number of a fraction is a power. You're going to raise it to that power. The bottom number is a root. So that's like a root. So for example, 16 to the 1/2 power, well, since that 2 is on the bottom, it's kind of like the square root of 16, which is 4. Now if I raise 8 to the 2/3 power, that's like taking the cube root of 8 and squaring it. Well, the cube root of 8, so since I multiplied 2 3 times, the cube root of 8 is 2, 2 squared is 4. Y'all will not have to go really deep into this, but I want you to know about it. And know that you can do this on the calculator using the little caret, which is the little half-hat triangle thing. I'll work with y'all in class on that a little bit. Raising a power to a power. This is the rule that we discussed in 6-1. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. But basically, if you raise a power to a power, you just multiply the two exponents. So 5 squared raised to the 3rd power is 5 to the 6th power. Negative exponents. This is one that I barely touched on yesterday, and what that is anytime you have a negative power, that means that it needs to move either up or down. So if you have a negative power in the top, you need to move it to your denominator. So 5 to the negative 2 is actually 1 over 5 squared. If you have a negative on the bottom, that means you need to move it to the top. 1 over x to the negative 5th power is the same thing as saying x to the 5th power. This negative just tells you you've got to move it to the top of the fraction, or if it's in the top, move it to the bottom. And those are the basic exponent rules. All of these are also on your formula chart. So as long as we understand what the formula chart is saying, we should be good to go on the EOC.